some money, but podcast communication. More gold cost for military units. That's not so good. Vassalage. Lots of free units that'll keep our costs low. Can draft things. Bonus production. Where do we want to go? Where do we want to go at this point? I don't think I want to go here because there's a military cost for a support cost for military units, which kind of sucks, even though some of the other bonuses are okay. More money and birth rate, but I don't care about that. So this is basically just more money. And unhappiness. Vassalage gets rid of that unhappiness in my largest cities. It means I can't spend gold to finish, but that's okay. Plus the free units. I think that might be better. Military unit production, which is actually kind of nice-ish. I don't care about drafting. Food from trade routes? Interesting. I'm going to lose the international trade routes anyway, so I'm not sure that's potentially worth it. Bureaucracy is actually really good, although it increases rebelliousness, which is no good. So does this, actually, whereas Parliament decreases it. I'm not 100% sure, actually, where we want to be on... Well, Senate decreases it. Oh, right, bureaucracy increases it. So, faster military versus free military. I'm going to go vassalage. Don't think it matters too much. Okay, got to choose this. Liberal. Again, we don't care about the war awareness because we'll just be immune to it. Don't care about the birth rates anymore, I don't think. So I'm feeling like that's not so important, although it does dodge the happiness penalty for not having liberalism, which I guess is important. Bonus experience for combat within my own borders. I actually kind of like that because I suspect once we start nuking people, we'll probably be forced to go to war, but we'll probably be doing a defensive war. I suspect. Now, no foreign trade routes, which I think is okay because I think the mutually assured destruction civic will do that regardless. Marxist? No, I don't care about that. More production and capital? We definitely don't want liberal. Feudal? More food from farms. I'm going to go nationalist. Screw the world. I mean, we're nuking them all, right? So yeah, we're going to take a nationalistic spread. It just makes sense. Free market, that's more trade routes, but we are again going to lose our foreign trade routes, so there's less value there. Corporatist? Still more trade routes, more espionage, more unhappiness. No foreign trade routes, but more internal trade routes. That's nice. And we get a bunch of hammers and stuff from trade routes, even though they're internal. That might be worthwhile doing, actually. I'm going to go with that. And the thing is, since we're spiritual, we're going to be doing no more than 2 turns for the revolution anyway, so maybe we'll go crazy. Okay! MAD. Mutually Assured Destruction. This gives us much faster doomsday unit production, and also allows us to build missile labs, which we're going to do before we start building our doomsday units. So that's good. We're going to stay secular simply because we don't want the unhappiness per city generated from all the state religion spreading. But, so, yeah. Well, are we going to stay secular? I suppose we could go to something else. We'd have a state religion again. More free military units. Interesting. Very interesting. So, we can purge non-state religions this way too. I don't know if we're going to bother with that. Decrease production, but I don't really care. More experience, more units, as long as our religion has been properly spread everywhere. Secular gives us happiness per religion in the city. Actually, I think that's probably pretty good. Good enough to keep. Yeah, sure. Welfare. It's a lot of health and a lot of research. and doesn't have the production penalty. Yeah, it's good. We're going to keep socialized. Waste energy, definitely. Open borders. More trade routes. Less food required, but rebelliousness. Closed borders. Gives us happiness. No foreign trade routes, I don't care. Need a lot more food to grow. I think we're going to go closed borders, actually, because, again, we don't need the foreign trade routes. Or were we already in closed borders? Either way, I think it's a good move. Education, probably compulsory, we'll keep it. Although, more maintenance costs, more beakers. I don't think the beakers are as important anymore. But maybe it is. I think we want that. Or that. Production. Production and free specialists, that's pretty nice. 15% more military unit production. I don't know if doomsday units count as that. Plus this is the science hit, which is kind of sucky. Wow. Apprenticeship or military tradition? That's a good question. Like, I'm thinking at this point, we're turning on the total war switch. We're never going to catch up in terms of science or anything else. It's total war mode, and there's no option beyond that. And we're going to nuke, and then we're going to follow up with military units. And so, yeah, let's go military tradition. Alright, that's a pretty good shift, I think. Fascism is important. MAD is important. Everything else is secondary. 2 turns of revolution. Let's do it, guys. This is going to be awesome. Revolution has begun. Hurrah. We'll see how screwed up our economy is afterwards, and how unhappy people start to become. And I guess we just hit enter now. Alright, so during our period of anarchy here, we've apparently got a little bit of notice of revolution, but I'm suspecting we'll probably be okay once we kick out of it. Otherwise, we can probably just throw a bribe that way. I don't know. Alright, what do you want, Franco? You want to give me guerrilla warfare. Which doesn't lead anywhere, but it might have some okay stuff. Although apparently tattoo parlors will generate unhappiness. Alright. In exchange for fission. I still don't know if fission has been spread around too much, so I'm going to avoid trading it away for now. Now what? Nothing? Done? I think there's going to be a lot of these turns where nothing happens. Well, especially during anarchy, since nothing's getting built, really, and I'm not manipulating my military units in any way whatsoever. Next turn. Looks like the elections for the Apostolic Palace have come up. I'm going to... Oh, Bismarck is my dude. I guess I'll vote for him. I doubt there's any way he'll win, but what the hell. Let's give it a try. A lot of times I might have voted for Carthage just for... I think there's a diplomatic boost, although I'm not 100% sure. Or there might be a diplomatic penalty this way. And I don't really want to go to war with him yet. So the anarchy is over. We are losing massive amounts of money. Probably because we've turned off foreign trade routes, which that sucks. But at this point, really, we don't have to be researching anymore. We've got everything we need for ICBMs. Everything else is just going to be gravy. I don't remember what I've queued up. Oh, yeah, the A-bombs and stuff. No, we don't actually need that. If anything, we want to look for something that'll improve our ships, which means semiconductors, which will unlock the modern destroyers, which we have everything else required for it. So I'd much rather you beelined that way. Oh, we need communism for that. Interesting. I guess it's worth trading for. Oh my god. How bad is our economy? Let's knock this all the way down to 0. Okay, so we are still positive to a certain extent. Wow. Although, you know what? Let's just turn it off completely. We'll trade, we'll save up some money, and then, you know, if we need to power through a tech, we can just set it to 100% or something like that. We are going to change all my cities to be production focused. Finish your buildings. Yes. Second thing you're going to do is you're going to queue up a missile lab. 50% faster training of ICBMs. Excellent. And then everyone's going to queue infinity ICBMs. This is our plan for the future. They can finish some canneries or whatever they're working on, but then it's going to be nukes non-stop until I feel I've had enough, and I probably will never feel like I've had enough. So Good times. There's no upgrades for any of my ships, really, I don't think. Iron Frigate, no. Yeah, that's why we need that other stuff. Let's go see, though, if we can't pick up communism, since we actually want this. God. So we need things in both columns. We'll trade. Yeah, you will trade stuff, but only the stuff I don't actually want to trade. You will take refrigeration for stuff. So let's trade away refrigeration. It's like you're the only person in the world who doesn't have it, apparently. For communism, what would make this work? You'll give me a little bit of gold, and I think I'll be quite happy with that. Alright, we accept your offer. Cool.
I give food to the poor. They call me a saint.
And we'll see if we can't pick up mass transit next turn.
No food. They call me a
yeah. Alright, next turn. Keep doing what you're doing. Good work, cities. I probably should have beelined for those canneries a lot sooner. Like, beeline for the tech and then built them, because that's a lot of food. Ah well. Live and learn. So apparently Assyria, who seem decent, I guess, want an embassy. Sounds like a deal. You're not the worst enemy of anyone. Man, I have techs that no one else has. I could trade them and catch up so much. But they're the nuke techs. Such a bad idea. Or is it? You are going to get the security upgrade and then just keep... I don't know. That's an interesting question, actually. Is it worth trading away the nuke techs to catch up in technology? There's a secondary consideration to this. Would it be awesome if everyone in the world had nukes, and we literally just finished the game in a tremendous nuclear holocaust? Maybe. Maybe. Wow, what an idea, huh? So where are we at? We still have another turn where nothing is happening. God, they do really have a lot of techs out there. And we could start it off by trading to all the lesser players so much, although eventually everyone's going to want it. Like Assyria here, who is no one, could give us... I mean, I guess there's not that much that's relevant. Mass transit, which would be not immediately helpful necessarily. I don't know, I guess I'll keep the tech to myself. The problem is, at some point, they're going to develop it, and then I'll have nothing to trade away, and they'll have the tech anyway. Like, normally the reflex in these games is I gotta trade. If I've got a tech that can be traded for something, just do it. But, because of our very specialized nuke strategy here, and the fact that so many of the techs I could trade for don't actually lead anywhere, in this version of the game, I think I'm just gonna pass. So, I guess we have another turn where nothing happens. Alright, now apparently, Carthage will trade armored vehicles, and that... God, that's a worthwhile tech, probably. But he doesn't want anything from me? Wait, that's incredibly disturbing. Okay, that means that the nuke techs are already out there. We have to trade what we can while we can. Well, we're not going to trade with the people we're at war with. Let's trade with Assyria. God. I want mass transit for sure. Doesn't lead anywhere. This leads to something, and... Sure. So all the techs that lead somewhere. Okay, what do you want for this? No, not both. I can give you one or the other. Well, apparently not even the most expensive one works. So mass transit for rocketry, which is cheaper. And you don't have any gold to give me either. God damn it. This is like a terrible deal, actually. Since I even have some research in there. He already has like a huge I love you for it. Maybe I'll hold off a turn. I won't trade with him yet. I'll trade to someone else first. Yeah, you're a douche. You don't like me. I forgot. Spain? Spain, you just suck. Wow. There's not a whole lot of options. Samaria? Yeah. Alright, rocketry for... radar? Probably. We even put a little bit in there. I mean, I'm sure he'll take it. Actually, he considers it pretty even, because he's only giving me a tiny bit of gold. Like, he's not giving me all his gold, so this is as good a deal as he's gonna take, so... Sure, we accept your offer. Sumeria. Portugal? And you have, like, a bajillion freaking techs. I wonder if I can beg one off you, actually. Yeah, obviously. Say, buddy, could you spare this for a good friend? No? What about something useless and cheap? Yeah, there's not really going to be a lot of that, is there? Okay, let's go back to Assyria and see what we can get here. That's not Assyria. That is. Alright. What do you want for this? Fishing. Isn't that the expensive one? There we are. Alright, fine. You'll take it. You bastard. Yeah, I know you're really happy. But we still have to play catch up. Okay, so, good. We'll try doing more trading next turn. Now that we've got potentially some prerequisites for something. You know, I just realized that maybe I shouldn't have switched civics right away. No, I wanted to go into MAD so that I could build missile labs. Right. Okay. Brennus wants to trade pigs for gold. And while the computer's always quite dickish about trading these things, I'm 100% willing to do this one-to-one. +1 food in all my cities sounds fine. Sure, sounds like a deal. A new merchant fleet. I made a merchant fleet? I don't even know what that is. Global Civic Secular. Sure, fine with me. What are you? Strength 7, cargo space. Can perform ranged attacks. Wait, it says ship of the line. Oh, because I'm hovering over something. Oh, I finished my first missile base. Okay, let's check out the help. Units. Can I just do a trade mission with it? That would be so nice. I could use a little extra money. Merchant fleet. It's provided by a random event, cannot be built. Basically, an ocean-going great merchant can only perform a trade mission. Produced in any city with a lighthouse. Oh. Cool. I like it. I'm gonna send you... I want a big city that's kind of far away. I'm thinking... What do you have? Do you have fucking... Oh my god. Mechanized infantry sticks, strength 70. Modern armor, strength 105. Everywhere. Alright, I'm thinking that Tolosa is probably the furthest biggest city-ish. Oh. No, right here. 69. Size 69? Motherfucker. These guys are so freaking advanced. Alright, I'm gonna do another pass through the tech tree just to glance here. Yeah, I have stuff for you. I want this. And... this. And I don't care about the rest so much. What do you want for this? You want all the things. I'm probably okay with this, to be honest. I'm still trading it to the guy at the bottom of the totem pole. We accept your offer. Thank you. Yeah, modern seismology. We might even be able to trade some of this to people. Logistics. Trade routes are good. Great commanders I don't really care about so much. Ultimate soldier trainers. Yeah, guerrilla warfare. Alright. Let's hope I don't have tattoo parlors everywhere. Let's quickly check the trade thing, although I may be tapped out at this point until next turn when my prerequisites kick in. Yeah. No more trades to be done. So we're building missile labs. That's good. We're starting our ISBMs, which is also good. And I think I'm going to call this episode over at this point. We've got some very exciting things going on here. I feel that things are looking up. I'm liking the tech trading idea. I know that's always controversial with people, especially with big things like fission and rocketry. But I think it's going to make the end of the game much more exciting. And anyway, it is allowing us to catch up in a pretty awesome way. Still no upgrades for my units, right? No. hopefully soon we can spend that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you folks next time.